So, what is happening? Oh, I didn't even fit. Okay, so yesterday, no, not yesterday, today's Sunday, fuck. Thursday, I decided to not go to class, even though it's only week 2. I decided to not go because Tuesday and Wednesday were bad stomach days, and I was just like, you know what? I think I need to rest. I think I haven't been able to sleep well. I've been spending all this energy in the bathroom. Nothing really important is going on in my classes because it's only week 2. So I'm going to spend this time, resting. So on Thursday, actually Thursday I did go somewhere. Yesterday I did not leave my bed hardly at all. I spent all day watching Tyler Perry movies, and yes, I love Tyler Perry. That is a guilty pleasure. Actually, I'm not guilty. I don't feel guilty about it. You know, fuck it. Like, I love Tyler Perry. He's great. Watching his stuff. And, yeah. So, yesterday was not really an eventful day. It just rested and slept, and it felt awesome to not have to. I think stress adds to it too, but to not have to really think about homework. I was really putting it off. I was just like, nah, I'll just, nah, never, not a big deal. Yeah. So, I felt like I was going to say something super important, and I didn't. Oh, so I have 2 tinctures going, and one of them is for bloating, which is another sign of, well, IBD or IBS, or IBSD. That it's so funny. You would think that me having all these health problems, I would be losing weight. I haven't been losing weight. I've been stuck in the same 5-pound range this entire time. I haven't lost any weight, so that's good. And I've been keeping hydrated, so that's good. It's just having to constantly go to the bathroom that is not fun. So I made a tincture. Oh my god, I can't talk. Tincture with. Do I remember what's in it? Hold on, let me grab it because I don't remember what's in it. Nettle. I wrote it down this time. I know there's a cinnamon stick in here. That much I do know. Okay, hold on a second. Here. I wrote it down. I typed it up. So let me find it. Where is it? What is in this? No, I didn't. I wrote it. Fuck. I wrote it down on that stupid envelope and she got rid of it. Oh my god. Okay. I don't remember what's in this. But I know there's a cinnamon stick and chamomile flowers and lavender and nettle and white willow bark and cornstalk and something else. Put something else in here. But yeah, so this is tincture, oh my god, for bloating. I just don't remember all that's in it, but this is supposed to be open on May 5th, so this has been going, this is like a 6-week sitting and shaking one. Then last night, I decided to make this in case the doctor, Wow. That really sucked up a whole lot, didn't it? I'm gonna add more vinegar to this. Man, I really do. I looked up some stuff. Oy, that's good for helping with iron, and some of the things I didn't have, and those were is dandelion root. Don't have that, and I took a picture of it. What did it say? Don't have dandelion root, and I don't have alfalfa, spirulina, and gentian. I don't have those, but I did have burdock root and nettle, and so I thought I had dandelion root, but I didn't. And so what I put in here was, but thankfully I made it so if I get diagnosed with stuff beforehand, I won't really have to take this. But I wrote it down. St. John's wort, burdock root, peppermint, and nettle. So peppermint to help with the stomach, burdock root and nettle had to do with another website. It had something to do with adding iron, and then St. John's wort for depression. So, but see, it's all like kind of not really. I added a lot. It's just getting all sucked up. I put a bit more vinegar in there, huh? Yeah. Hey. Not sure what happened there. But anyway, so that's what I have going on with those guys. Is there anything else I want to say? Oh, that's right. Okay. So, sorry. For my, there it is. I got my t-shirt, and it is in the place where my Tums normally are. That was a burp. It wasn't tasty. It's like fruity chalk. Not a fan. So, for my Native Leadership for a Sustainable Future class, it has a really long, complicated name that I'm not good at remembering. Our final project is basically constructing a type of idea to fulfill a need in our community or environment, which is why it's a sustainability class. I don't mean to put that in air quotes. We just don't have the means to actually make all of our ideas come true. So, anyways, and I know a lot of people are going to go with environmental ideas, and I've been struggling with this concept. I mean, we're only in now we'll be in week 3, but trying to figure out what the hell I want my idea to be, because I don't know. And, yeah, I don't know. And I couldn't figure it out, and I was like, I don't know a lot about what's going on in the environment. I have no idea. So, I was thinking about it and thinking about it. And I'm just curious about your guys' opinions. But, sorry, he's walking up and down the hallway talking on his phone. But because it helped me out so much, and this is why I'm curious about your opinions, I need to call my school to figure out if they already have this. One of my friends said that they kind of already do. My idea is also to make a building with that, so, it's not entirely based on this one thing. But basically, because it helped me out so much, I know that there are a lot of students, and sorry I keep bringing this up, but it's just kind of fascinating to me, as well as frustrating and a bit frightening. Well, not really frightening. It's disheartening, I guess. There are so many students that deal with mental struggles. Don't want to say problems, I don't want to say issues. Struggles. Struggle mentally. And the issue is they only, first of all, it's not really acknowledged. I mean, yeah, people understand that people have mental struggles, but it's not talked about enough. It's still a taboo concept, and it's really frustrating to me, as well as to other people, because people are just like, oh, she's crazy, or oh, there's just something wrong with him, or oh, like it's really sad that people don't get it, or at least are not as sympathetic or understanding as they should be. Like, you would want people to treat you with a bit of sympathy if you had these problems or struggles as well. So, it's not talked about. There's probably, I haven't really been paying attention to it, like an awareness day, but that's all we have. There's not there aren't speakers talking, there aren't, posters up, there's not really any kind of advocacy or more of an acknowledgement or awareness of this. And sadly, most students either just keep to themselves. Some of them do talk to their friends, which is good, but that's still not enough, especially if the friends don't understand what is going through their heads. Or they go to counselors, which, I'm sure there are some counselors who do have their own mental struggles, and that's why they're in this field, to try to help themselves out, which I think is just kind of a yes and no sort of a thing. I don't know if I'm comfortable with that idea or not. But you know what I mean? That kind of seems a bit strange. Yeah, it's helping that person, but it's kind of strange to have somebody who is a bit unstable helping another unstable person. But that kind of defeats what I was just going to say. I don't know. I feel like if you're going to get paid for it, then you really should be grounded, and sorry, I don't know where I'm going with that. But anyways, they're talking to these professional people who are getting, well, they're interns. I don't really know if interns get paid. Whatever. See, this is how just out of the loop I am. But the idea is to create a type of, like, I don't want to say like an AA meeting, but like a student support group where it would have to be led by a professor or a trained person, to at least watch what was going on. But it's so much easier to talk to other people about these struggles when those people have those struggles. Does that make sense? It's hard to talk about these issues to people who don't get it because they don't have it. And I feel like that would help so many kids, myself included, to just go to a safe place, a secure place, and just talk to other people and unload, and kind of bounce off support from one another with these struggles. And of course, this is where I'm going to a building, because there's not a place. When you say, oh, I have to go to the counselor, that's kind of taboo too. Like, being a counselor is cool. Like, like, oh, you're a counselor, you're such a good person. But when you say, I have to go to a counselor, people are like, So, yeah. And my idea is to create a type of building. Well, first of all, set up a group if we don't already have one. I don't really know. And that's what, again, needs to kind of be advocated for people to even be aware that these things exist. But to create a safe building area, where people can just go to mentally unload, and if they need to have a breakdown there and stuff, and talk to people. There's not enough. People don't get how hard it is to be a college student and deal with these struggles. It's really fucking difficult. And because we're also at a point of our lives where we're trying to just figure ourselves out. And then on top of that, we have schoolwork, and we have jobs, and we have relationships. If you're in a relationship, I'm not. And stuff like that. And it's just pile and pile, but then on top of all of that, and all that anxiety and all those, problems and happy days and bad days or whatever, you have these mental struggles that come on top of that, that kind of contort things more, make it even more difficult and more hard to handle. So, I was just thinking of a place where students could come and just have a safe place to be, have, it would have to be incredibly safe, kind of locked up somewhat, where people wouldn't have the ability to harm themselves, or at least we'll try to remove that. But for there to be like a garden area, because greenery just helps people so much, myself included. Just going outside and being in nature helps a lot. Helps a hell of a lot. Like a food area, library, craft area, a spiritual area, stuff like that, a music area, just where people can go to let it out or kind of find ways to calm down. I just think that would be so helpful. So that's my entire spiel. I'm just curious about what you guys think. All the friends that I've asked so far that I know have their own mental struggles have said that this is a great idea, and that they would have gone to it if, we had that kind of facility. They would have gone to that kind of facility if they had it at their school. It's just something that really bothers me, that we don't have this kind of awareness or advocacy and stuff, and it's just kind of, since it's still such a taboo thing to talk about, people are dying because of it, and it's really hard to keep that stuff in. It's really hard to talk to people who just don't get it. And so that's why there should be a place where people can talk, where other people can get it, because they're dealing with the same thing, or close to the same thing, like, it's just something that's been brewing around in my mind. I think I'm going to go with that idea. I'm just curious about what you guys think. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go.